This podcast is sponsored by Intentional Living Magazine, your ultimate guide created to help infuse purpose and passion into your everyday life. From expert features that provide valuable insights to thought-provoking content that sparks transformation, this magazine, an online platform, is a perfect source of inspiration for all of those of us who truly believe in the power of intentional choices.
So, hello, and in this episode, we're talking about high performance and what that means to us.
Talking about what our daily, weekly, and monthly high performance rituals look like, and also we get to talk about Cambo.
Some
Check that
random
one out.
shit that she has me doing. So, if you enjoy, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Hello, Clara Bell, and welcome to
Can We Just?
And what we're going to talk about?
Can we just talk about high performance today?
We can talk about high performance. Just to say, she's moved me again.
I was just going to say, how are you feeling? I'm constantly liking to bring you out of your comfort zone.
I'm really happy in it. Because I've spent quite a lot of my life out of it, finding this comfortable place in it. And every time you just shift me about.
So we've moved around, we've moved tables, we've moved the set around again, haven't we? And I've just said to her, let's sit in different seats again. And she's gone, oh my God. So yeah, we're just having a little bit of a laugh around that, aren't we? So we'll change back over if you
definitely
want.
will.
This is you like this side, don't you? I'm that side.
Yeah, it's like
you're
Ant
this
Deck.
side. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'll get that message now. But thank you for coming out your comfort zone for me, so I can have a little experience. Of
anything
this
for you,
seat.
other than moving chairs again. Seriously, you're annoying. Anyway,
Okay.
but I love you.
Let's get back on it.
Okay.
Can we just talk about high performance?
We can, Claire.
Okay.
Seriously, what is high performance to you?
High performance to me is someone who shows up in the world every day wanting to do their best, doing better today than they did yesterday, making the world a better place. I don't know what the actual dictionary definition of it is. I meant to look at that before. But I know that when we work with a lot of high performers, typically in the corporate world, but people who have their own businesses. And because we change our label of what we do all the time, don't we? And we've been known as high performance coaches, and we're now life and business strategists.
For this week,
yeah. But when...
Just let us say, we do that on purpose because we really feel that labels are not important. And so we do it just to mix things up.
We do it for a laugh, don't we? No, but it's when we used to advertise or promote about being high performance coaches, a lot of our clients don't realise that they're high performers because in their world, in their head, they think a high performer is someone who is a top athlete winning gold medals, someone who's a football, someone who's an actor winning awards. And we've got so many people who are performing to a high standard every day, no matter what role in life that you're playing. And hence why a high performer to us, or to me, because I'll ask you what yours is, is someone who's committed to making a day, committing to a better day and serving at the best of their ability, and obviously looking after themselves to the best ability to make the world a better place.
Who is the most high-performing person in your family?
Me.
I love that.
I have to think, because Mark is definitely, he performs to a really good level. And again, I think he is a high performer because he does really look after, he knows when to say no.
I love that.
Yeah, he always has had that ability, whereas I didn't. And being a generator in my human design with the energy that I've got, but we know if we're saying yes to the things that do not light us up and we mean no to, that can really drain us of our energy and put us through burnout. So for me, in our home, I'd say it would be me. And I'm coaching the kids, and I'm trying to parent them as best I can little fuckers.
Oh my
You know, this is not
lordy.
edited. But no, I love them to bits and they're good kids. And I'm leaving them open to find what their passions and purpose is, because they're only, you know, teenagers, and our Ellie is 24. She's finding herself right now. And I don't want to push, but I want them to be open, and I want them to be doing and something that they love. So currently, they're just performing at a nice level that you would perform at when you're a teenager. They're just being performing in teens at the minute.
Beautiful. Yeah, well, I'm very proud of you for being that high performer. And to be fair, you do show up every day trying, apart from when you don't. But that, and what I mean by that is, it's not that you don't try, but you know when your capacity bucket's full.
Yeah.
And you say, do you know what? I'm having a
good
rest
for
today.
nothing today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you know what? That is spot on, because that's what you need to be able to show up consistently to look after yourself. And that is a high performing trait.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, again, look outside looking in. If they look at a high performer, they go, no, you've got to go all day. You've got to work all day. You've got to work hard. You've got to keep on going. Yeah. And I am for that at times, but we need that time to stop the doing, and we need to be in stillness. We need to rest the body in the way that we feel is best for our own body, because obviously everybody's different. Everybody's energy levels are different.
Yep. And
it goes back to stay in your own lane.
And embrace your own brilliance.
Embrace your own brilliance, yeah, 100%. And how do I mean, the reason why we came together was definitely because we knew that we didn't want to work on our own. We knew that putting us together with our skill sets and our energy, that we could make bigger impact, but also holding each other accountable. So the good thing with Jules is, when I do sometimes say, I'll just do it, Jules is like, no. Does that light you up to do that right now? No, it doesn't. Okay, then don't do it. So even though I'm aware of that now, I think you've reminded me with your, what did someone say your feedback was? It was fierce. With their love and fierce
bloody
feedback.
Because
you honestly tell me, Claire,
knock it on the head.
You're not good for nothing today. And I go, I know. So that then it's like as if like you've given me permission.
I was going to say that. It's like a permission slip.
Yeah, because I'll be like, what if I let Jules down, and what if she's wanting this? But I know that you won't be thinking that, because it's about living with the energy that you've got at the time and all of that. But a lot of people still think that they've got to do to be a high performer. So what we wanted to talk about today was about what do we do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to help us perform at the best possible rate.
Yeah, I think for me, are you asking me?
Yeah, go on. So
for me,
talk us through when you wake up in the morning, what do you do?
So for me, when I was disabled, for me, high performing would be being able to make it downstairs. Like that was like an achievement. So now I make sure that the human suit that I live in is looked after as best as possible. And I know sometimes I can rock up looking a bugger's muddle, but that works for me, because sometimes I don't want to spend an hour drying my hair, right? I don't want to do that. But what it means is that I look after the vessel in which I live. So high performing for me means that I look after the cellular health of my body. And so every day I will take my supplements, my bioavailable supplements, so that my cells are nourished. I try and drink 2 litres of water a day. Full disclosure, I've fallen off the wagon, because as it gets colder in weather, and if you're from outside the UK or from the south of the UK, it's cold up north, right? It's cold up north. And then I tend to drink more tea, coffee, and caffeine isn't great. And that has knock-on effects. But yeah, so water is really important. And then literally from one of the things as part of the Life Freedom method is to reduce the amount of toxins that our body comes into contact with. And that starts with our personal care products, with stuff around the house. And we can't affect what goes on outside of our world, but we can control what goes on in our direct world. So I make sure that I use products that haven't got a load of chemicals in, because they're all hormone disruptors, and hormones are chemical messengers, which if they're disrupted means your body doesn't work effectively. So I make sure I use the clean shampoo, conditioner, shower gel, toothpaste, all of the things, and to make sure.
And you are really good at that, because obviously you've studied this for a long time. You've got yourself better.
Yeah, and because I know that how those different chemicals impact the different body systems that are trying, because our body's just trying to plod along. And my mum's going through it at the moment. She's going through a really tough time at the moment because my mum has got, she's been on thyroxine to help with the thyroid balance for years and years and years. And over the last couple of months, her thyroid level has come completely out of kilter, and it's affected her whole life, her mood, her weight, her hunger, everything. And she's really, really unwell. And it just shows you how your body being out of kilter can have a massive impact on your life. And my life was massively impacted because I didn't know how it worked, how my body worked, right? So actually, when you do know better, you do better.
Yeah.
And so to be a high performer, it isn't just a quick fix. Well, I'll do it for a week.
Yeah.
Because your body, you're the person that is responsible for looking after your body, nobody else. And so it's on your shoulders. So that's where it starts for me. And like my eyes are really tired today because I've been on the computer a lot. So it's again listening to that and going, well, you know what? I'm not going to go on my phone today, or I'm not going to sit at the computer for hours on end. And
you were at the laptop
for a long time yesterday. And my eyes were sore. So like today, I think, right, well, I'm going to do that. And I'll say to Claire, you can do the emails today because I can't use my eyes. I need to rest them. And again, just play into what your body needs. Yeah. And then again, like the positive affirmations and believing in yourself, doing something that lights you up, movement, massively important, because we can all sit at a computer all day. I know you hate it.
I do.
And for Claire's well-being, her computer makes her feel physically sick, doesn't it?
It depends. It's like, if it's more than 2 hours sitting at a computer, that's done. That's me done. And then there's certain days in the month when I go, I've got the energy here today. I can go all day. And then there's other certain times. So I'm just trying to figure that out. Because with our moon journal diaries now, working with the moon.
Yeah.
I'm working on figuring it out when I think those days are.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm working into them better. So I feel like I could do more today. And I'm definitely aware of when I'm not with it. It's like I cannot do any laptop computer work today. So what do I want to do? Where is the energy coming from? And it could be that I'll go for a walk and just get some ideas for a podcast or something like that.
Well, you did that the other week, didn't you? And I just said, Claire, just go for a walk. Just go and have a walk. And you went, oh my God, it was blooming lovely. It was what you needed just to get out. And then movement is good. So if you feel stuck and you feel like you are not getting anywhere, just get up and move and just get out.
I think dancing, sticking some good music on. I do that every now and again when I need to.
Music's massive.
Moves energy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anything to keep your vibration high, because chemicals dip your vibration. Like energy attracts like energy. So if you're feeling low and you're carrying on feeling low, you're just going to
bring in the low.
Spirals. Yeah. And so doing what you can to not toxically positive, but if you know, for example, that in the wintertime, so now we get into the really short days and long nights, that can be a really tricky time for some people. Yeah. So what can they do, or what can you do to support that? And actually making those changes and being ready and being proactive for that would for me is classed as high performing. So like now, I thought today actually this is getting to soup weather.
Oh,
and it's like, right, so I need to get that. And then when you start prepping, so when you prep, you eat less rubbish.
Yeah.
Because if you're really busy, it's really easy to eat poorly. And so being organised, again, is also great for high performance because you can plan and organise what you're doing. And so that's part and parcel of it for me. And then
so on a daily basis, it's the supplements, the nutrition,
the oils,
the general daily stuff like that. Is there anything that you do on like a weekly or monthly basis that helps you?
I have my hair done every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Some people
That
think
feels
that...
like you have it done about every 2 weeks.
You know, it's because I look so bloody gorgeous, isn't
I know.
it? Bloody gorgeous.
Are you getting your roots done again? Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what? But that's for me.
That's
well-being. That's part of
that's
my...
what I love.
Yeah, that's part of my well-being strategy.
Yeah,
So if I feel rubbish and my hair feels rubbish and I feel rubbish about myself, that doesn't support my ethos.
Yeah.
So I look after myself and I make sure I go and do that. I make sure I get my nails done every month. Just so that they're clean and tidy, because that makes me feel better. So yeah, I do that. I like to walk the dogs. I like to get out in nature. I like to do that. I like time on my own as well. I don't get a lot of that, but I actually love that. You know, like that's that peace and quiet on my own.
I'm just there nagging you on.
Constant
She's
she's there
Claire.
again. I'll keep going like that. Decline, decline, decline.
Let me just climb into my hibernation. Yeah, I need to keep that in mind.
And just be... The other thing, again, boundary management is massive, because as a 5 energy, and you're a 5 energy as well, we do get projected upon a lot. So people will go, oh, go on, Claire or Jules, and sort that out. She's dead good at that. You go, yeah, okay. But then we go, actually, no, I don't feel like I want to be good at that today. So that's high performance as well. Like, no, just owning your own, clear on boundaries.
Is there something then that you don't do that you wish you could do more of?
No. I was thinking about this the other day when I see you bouncing around and going to the gym and stuff like that. I'd rather boil my head, right? And I have had gym memberships before and I have been into the whole exercise thing. But you know what? I cannot think of anything worse than going to a gym that smells of sweat, that's with lots of different people that are in their own zone, just sweating. I would rather be out in fresh air, in nature, and get my exercise like that. So that is just as good for me.
Yeah. For
me to have to go to a gym and it not light me up wouldn't be great for me. So, but I love the fact that you do it. And if I ever get that urge, I'll shout you. But I wouldn't.
I'd love.
I wouldn't wait.
I'd love you to come to do a spin class.
Absolutely,
with me.
like
I'm videoing.
Seriously, I got a bike right once. In fact, I've had 2 bikes, and the first time I got it was like before Alf was born. He's 22 now. And I went for a drive. I went for a bike ride, and my ears were cold. So that was that. Didn't go on that again. Thought that was uncomfortable. So that got shelved. And then I've got another bike now. Same thing.
And you've not used it?
No, it's gone rusty. So I'm going to sell it. I'm going to clean it up and sell it. No, it's just not. No.
So yeah, okay. Is there anything that you do every quarter or every 6 months or a year that you just do like once? Like I know we did Cambo back in December last year.
Literally, she has me doing so much crazy stuff. She had me doing Cambo.
Last December, wasn't it?
I don't know, but it felt...
Last December.
It was like, when I look back at my adventures with Claire, my adventures with Claire in the chair, right? I want to do Cambo. Yeah, whatever, let's do it. Whatever. What is Cambo? And then we rock up at this house. The spirit of the frog. And you tell them, because it was just...
And this this is me trying new things, and then Jules came along for the ride because I thought, do you know what? There's certain things that I do that I class for me, for my performance, isn't it? That will be helpful. And I'd never tried Cambo before. And I thought, well, maybe this is something that we do, or I do once every quarter, once every year, whatever. So we were turned up. It was at a lovely place in Liverpool in December last year, first time. And before we'd even started the process, Jules started purging as part of the process.
Do you know when you walk in somewhere and they hand you a bucket, you know it's not going to be a pleasant experience? I was thinking, holy shite bags. Like, honestly, I'm stood there with a bucket and a blanket thinking, where the hell has she brought me? I was starving. I had 3 litres of water with me. I had 3 butties in the car waiting.
Yeah, because we couldn't eat the night before.
No, it was horrific.
It was a safe practice. The practitioner doing it was beautiful, and she asked us what our intentions were for coming. We didn't really know, did we? It was like, it was about a release of letting go of something or setting the intention. So mine was around self-worth and about getting rid of the sugar addiction.
I think mine was busy legs.
Yeah, because you had your
busy legs at the time.
Yeah, Michael Flatley's. doing a little tap dance every now and again.
I am. So Mark, my poor long-suffering husband, said it's like sleeping with a horizontal Michael Flatley. Like my legs are like off. I'm like river dancing.
So that was yours. That was what you wanted to get rid of. And we were like, this is part of how, we're testing methods out, rituals out that is going to get us to perform better.
Yeah.
So we did this. Jules will never do it again, I don't think. It was a great experience anyway, just to go through, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you basically get given gateways in the bottom of your legs and your ankles. Like she burnt holes there, and it sounds worse than what it was. And then she'll put the secretion
let's just say that first.
Of the frog.
It was with
incense sticks.
Joss sticks, so that she's not like put a blowtorch on us or anything.
Yeah.
So I had 3 gates, you had 4.
I had 4 because she felt like you could only cope with 3. Because Jules had already purged and released before the spirit of the frog had got into our lymphatic system.
My Lord.
Jules we haven't even started, and the spirit of the frog was already with Jules. And then I had mine, and I thought, okay, this feels quite nice actually, because once she puts that the frog secretion into the gateways, it goes straight into your system.
That was the nicest bit of it.
You could feel it coming up the body, and then you'll start to purge or release anything that the body needs to release. And mine, I was like, I don't think I'm going to feel anything here. I don't think I'm going to. And then the next minute, it was like, oh, and it was really noisy. But it was all the water that we drank, because you have to drink 3 litres of water beforehand and not eat anything else. And it was a release of something. And then after we did that and released it, we wrapped ourselves in blankets and we lied down and we fell asleep for half an hour.
It was freezing.
It was really cold. But then we woke up, and a couple of days later, I felt better. I felt like I had released something. It's definitely an experience. And I know a lot of people now are doing it because it helps them with the performance. And again, it's down to the individual, isn't it?
And so, you know what? Good on us for doing it, because we do try these things, don't we? And we've been on podcasts as well to talk about microdosing for like mushrooms and stuff like that for depression and anxiety. And we've explored all that, and maybe we'll have someone on to talk about that another episode. But we did that crazy thing. But the other thing about high performance is, and we can't advocate coaching if we don't have our own, and personal development for us is also one of the foundations of high performance. And for me, I have my coach, Claire, you have your coach, and they can change.
Yeah.
They can change depending on what we're doing that lights us up at a point in time.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing that we do.
Having a
that's
coach,
an investment.
and personal development. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listening to a podcast for 20 minutes a day, reading 10 pages of a book, and just noticing whose energy that we are in. We are very conscious about who we are with.
Loads, actually, more so recently.
Meditation for me as well, because obviously a meditation teacher. So meditation is, to be honest, it's not been daily in the last few months, but it's been about 4 times a week. And so I need to get back to that.
On yoga, you do?
Yoga, yeah.
And you've started your yoga practice now locally, haven't you?
Yeah. Only on a Sunday giving back. So that's been good, because I'm back to teaching. I'm back to sharing the in-person experience of yoga with people that need it in the local area.
Yeah.
So, and that makes me feel good, because again, that's part of a well-being thing. It's about being part of a community and nurturing that community and just giving time to that. It gives me that sense of purpose. And I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was now. For me, again, go in the gym, but that's what I wanted to say. I used to go to the gym every single day at 6 a.m.
You did. I used
and
to
that
hate
was
it.
a forced thing. It was, you need to get up, you need to work hard, you need to show up. And that was something that I did, from the age of, 20 to
about 12 months ago.
And the body changes. So again, it's about listening to your body and saying, do you know what? That particular exercise, like burpees and things like that, hate my body right now.
But you're brilliant at that. And you've started really listening this last 12 months.
Oh,
So
yeah.
since we started working together, you used to do it every morning. And I used to say to you, Claire, how do you do it? And you go, oh, I'm great. I feel like I don't want to do it at the time. But then when I've done it, I feel great. And I go, yeah, you know what, though? You've got
the
an
body's
undefined...
tired.
Your body's tired and your route is undefined. And so you shouldn't push it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't push through. And actually, when you started saying, actually, no, you're right. And I woke up and then I switched the alarm off because my body said, mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's when you started really tuning in.
Yeah.
And you listened, and I remember you saying, oh, I can't do that again. What was it used to be called? Cyclone or something?
Oh, no, I love Cyclone. I do that now. That's spin.
Well, something she
Blaze.
did. Blaze. And she went, oh, my knees can't take it.
Yeah.
It's because you're old.
Yeah. But again, it's my body, because there's other people my age that will do that and they're fine with it. But it was about me listening to my body and to stop putting that, well, you've always done that, to keep doing it. It's like, no, sit with the body and see what the body needs. Yeah. So Cyclone, gentle weights, obviously that's good for the old bonage when you're menopause and perimenopause.
I've got the bone density of a 25-year-old.
Have you?
Yeah.
Love
but you
that.
get that, like, seriously.
Where did that get measured?
It got measured when I was sick. So when I was sick and I had to have, they put me on steroids, and long-term use of steroids can have an impact on your bone density. So they had to measure it, and I've got the bone density of a 25-year-old. I'll have you know.
All right.
So I'm all right.
And this is why I love yoga, because that really helps with that as well, like osteoporosis and stuff like that. So where were we up to then?
So just about the high performance stuff, and the aromatherapy piece for me is part and parcel of my life. So Claire, we've literally put oil on here, and
This
I forget.
one.
Yeah. So
if you can't see it, if you're listening, I'm holding up a beautiful roller ball. I don't know what you put in it. Jules makes it up because she's an aromatherapist as well.
I just can't. I just make these things up, and then we roll it on, and we bring that to our clients as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Again, hormonal health, support, all of that stuff.
But I had a headache before, so I've drank a bit more water and I've put some of that, and it's gone.
So
no paracetamol's taken today, kid. No.
Good. Proud of you. So high performance as well is, for me, is being brilliant at what you do, but making sure that what you do lights you up.
Yeah.
And actually, by dragging your arse to a job for 20 odd years, if it's something that you really don't like, you are doing yourself and the world a complete disservice.
Yeah.
And so having the bravery to be able to say, no, I need to change, or I want to change. I need to do something that lights me up. That is high performance.
Yeah.
Finding what it is dead easy. We can find that. But making that step, actually, I need more.
Yeah.
I need
because
more.
everyone can perform to a high level if their energy is working towards something that they're passionate about.
Exactly.
And there's so many people who are lost in this day and age who are so basic and just like kept themselves so low in that personal development field, that because they've been told that they're no good at something, or you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't go for that job, and you've not got any time to exercise, you've got any time to nourish your body. It's like, how do we get people on a mass scale to see that they are here to share their gifts with the world?
Starts at education.
It does. And every single person on this planet could be performing at a higher level. They just don't know how to.
If you don't know, you don't know. And some people are happy with their lot. And that's great.
And that's great, because they're still performing within their family, within their community. Yeah. And that's it. It's different for every single one of us, isn't it?
It is, but something has... The system is changing. The system needs to change. The world is changing. We're shifting paradigms. We're moving from being human doings into human beings. And people are waking up to the fact that there is choice. And that's what we are, literally, like, you have got a choice. Another one of our taglines.
One life, two choices.
Oh my God, you do it so well. Claire in the chair. So, one life, two choices. So
to wrap this up, I'm just thinking, or did you want to wrap it up, by the way? I'm wrapping it up without...
I've got to be honest. You crack on, love. Standard.
We do have, because some people, again, don't realise where they are with their performance, or where in all of areas of their life. So we've got the Gears of Life quiz, haven't we on our website? Yeah. Go to our website and visit spaceandfreedom.com /resources, and it is the Gears of Life. Is it there?
I think it's there.
We'll double check, but you can literally just do a quick quiz for you to see where, in all elements of your life, where you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, and give you some type of score, so that you can start to look at, am I spending too much time in work? Am I giving myself any time mentally, physically, emotionally to nourish my body? Or am I spending time with people who I really love? So it's looking at all elements of life, isn't it? Looking at your environment, looking at your bedroom, your car, your desk, and rating and seeing what you can do to... My desk is
shocking. Yours is dead neat. My desk is
Well,
not.
I move everywhere, don't I? I move around the house.
Yes,
again.
And chairs.
But most
I've
of
never
it
known
is...
a woman that sleeps in a different bed in her house every night of the week. Seriously.
And the opposite end.
And she go and upside down.
Yeah, I am. I'm a bit weird, aren't I? But that's that's me.
You're just you,
That's
high-performing Claire in the chair.
So yeah, if you've got any comments or you'd like to chat to us about your performance, then contact us. And thank you so much for listening to this. If you feel this will resonate with anyone and help them to perform better and to listen to themselves and listen to that little voice inside about something that they're passionate about doing, then tell them, send it. Thank you. So it is love and light from me.
And it's ta-ra from me.